Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you my Neo Geo themed arcade Bartop. This video is going to go through the build from the beginning all the way to the end. Hopefully in this video you'll get some tips and pointers that might save you some money. I did mine on a budget, and as you can see it came out pretty nice. It's not perfect, but for me it's good enough. Enjoy the video and just hit like and just give me feedback of what you think. Alright, here we go. Okay, this is my arcade cabinet. I bought this online. The kit for $100. It's all MDF, as you can see. Sorry about the bad lighting. Of course, it doesn't come with any grooves in there that are routed or anything. So what I did was I just used some drywall screws and just screwed them all in. Made sure they were all flush. So I got them all screwed in there. Put it all together. Here's the control panel, and what I did was I added some hinges on the bottom, so I'm able to get the control panel. I can able to lift it. I also put a hinge on the back here. Opened up the control panel and see I added some hinges here. I'm actually going to add one on the other side over here on this side of the cabinet, and you see I drilled the hole right here. So when you lock this in, it holds the control panel in place. And the way you'd be able to open it, like to open up your control panel, is you can go to the back here. And I also added hinges on the back here. See, one on that side, and then you can pull this down. See, like that. See, and then so here's the hinge. So what I do is you just put it in there, lock it in, like that. See, and then it doesn't open up. Okay, so this is just first step, and then I'll keep posting videos and we'll put it all together, and once it's done we'll show you all how it came out. Okay, so now we're going to be doing some painting. I got the sides taped up because what I'm going to do is the middle is going to be painted with ultra cover gloss. So we're going to do all the middle part all through here. So alright, so I'll go ahead and once I'm done I'll show you the results. So here's the first coat. Of course, we're doing all the front. It's going to be black, and even the sides where the T molding is supposed to go. But if it comes out good and shiny, I might not even put on T molding, but we'll see. And then later on, if I want to, I can go ahead and just buy some and then put it on. The only thing is that this kit did not come with the grooves already put in for the T molding, so I'd have to get a router or a Dremel or something to try to do that. And with MDF, as you know, when you try to drill or try to do fine lines like that in the middle like that, it just splits. So I don't know, we'll see, but we'll worry about that later. But right now, this is the first coat. Came out okay. Of course, we're gonna probably put about 2 more coats on this. Here's the back. It was a little windy, so I had to put some bricks to hold down the paper so it doesn't start blowing all over the paint job. But so far, not bad. And of course the sides are going to be all red. So anyway, so here we go. So we'll keep continuing. Okay, so we already got the black done all around the front. Around the back it's all black painted. So now I went ahead and started doing the sides. So now the sides are going to be red. And again, I'm just using spray paint, painting on MDF. MDF, again, is very tricky to paint. I just, like I said, first time ever working with this stuff and doing it. I mean, if I would have done it, I probably would have done it on regular plywood or something. Would have come out a lot nicer. But anyways, here's what's going on. It's all taped. Got this side. And so I'm going to put on a few more coats. So I'm painting and then covering it, doing light coats, and then letting it rest for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then I recoat it again, and it's coming out okay. It's not going to be smooth, perfect, but it'll look good. Alright, so we'll continue. Okay, so far I got about 3 coats on there, and it looks like it's coming out okay. Again, I really didn't like painting with spray paint on MDF. I just didn't really, I don't really like the finish, but it looks okay. It's decent for what I'm using it for. Again, I'm not like selling them or anything. This is just my own personal little project and having fun with it. So Go around on this side. And see, here's the paint. So we're going to keep continuing, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so here's the results. So again, it's not perfect. Looks good. So far, look at that. I taped it really good, painted it, and so it, it came out perfect on the bottom. When I pulled off the tape, messed up a little bit, but so far so good. It's shiny. Again, where I want to put the T-molding, it's shiny, looks good. Corners look clean. So we'll see, but we're gonna continue. Gotta touch it up, but overall it looks good. It came out nice. See? So again, I might be happy with this. Again, the T-molding thing is the big deal for me. I'm trying to figure out whether I want it or not on there, but I can put it on. I still have that option, but either way, it's looking clean. Okay, so here we go, continuing with this Neo Geo cabinet project. So what I did was the overlay, controller overlay, I just printed out the overlay I found some images online, and yeah, they're on 8.5 by 11. I just stitched them together, and you can barely see the line. It's actually right here in the middle, but you can barely see it. I just stitched them together and printed it out on regular thing. And then this one right here is the marquee, same thing. So when it's done, it's gonna look good. So we're gonna keep continuing. But yeah, I mean, this is a cheap way of doing it. Don't have to go around paying all these graphics people. I mean, again, this is just my own little personal thing. Just doing it for fun, and I think for me, it's gonna look good. Okay, a lot of people have been trying to figure out what is the best way to make holes into the plexiglass. So this one I found online, this method, and actually it works pretty good. Again, this is the first time I've done it, but I like it because right now it's messy because I'm learning it, but after the second, third hole, I think I'm getting better at it. But again, you're not going to see it. It's not going to be perfect, but you won't see them once the buttons are over them. But basically what you do is you just get a soldering iron with a fine tip on there, and then you just make sure it's real hot, and then you just go around it, just keep going around it, and it will burn the holes through. I'll see if I can do this and hold the camera. I don't want to burn myself, but let's see if we can do this. So I'll just give you a quick example. So let's try this one right here. See how it goes in? And see, I'm just going around it like that with the soldering iron, and it's making a hole. And you just keep going around it and stuff. Now just don't get burnt because it will jack you up. Okay, so I'll show you guys when I'm all done. I went ahead and finished making the holes. I put the buttons in, put the overlay on, and this is the result. So this is just the control panel. Again, it's not perfect, but it was done, with just spare, just using just your printer, and we made the holes with the soldering iron, and came out pretty good. All the buttons were all right. Yeah, so we're gonna continue. Next thing is start mounting the monitor. I went ahead and put on the control panel. So next I'm going to do the marquee. Put that one on. So basically you can get these at Home Depot. They come in like 18 inches. They're like $3 each. They're like 18 inches long. What I did was I just spray painted them black and drilled some holes on there, as you can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the marquee on. So I already got one on the bottom here. Right here, see, here's the marquee, the plexiglass, and then the printed logo that was done with a laser printer, or just a printer, inkjet, whatever you want, on 8.5/11 paper. So I'm going to go ahead and mount these, and then I'll show you the results after. Okay, so I went ahead and mounted the marquee, and looks, I mean, it's kind of shiny. You can't see it right here because of the way the light's in it, but looks like it came out pretty good. And I just put the screws on there on the top, drilled the holes, it's painted. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the buttons on the sides here of the cabinet. Of course, I got it sideways right now, And I got to get these buttons put right here. So I'm going to use a drill bit right here. So we'll see. Let's try this out. And we're going to continue. Everybody, so I'm doing the keyboard hack. Basically, what this does is, so I'll be able to use the coin. So that'd be 1 and 2, and number 5. So player 1, player 2 button, which is 1 and 2, and then number 5 for coin. I'm also gonna get the escape key and the enter key. And so what you do is you just get a keyboard, take it apart, get out this little circuit board here. What you got to do on this one, you know, I mean, they're all made differently, but you get to just start touching and just shorting some of all these little pins to see what key. And then you can use a program from the internet, like for instance, something like this one right here. And when you start touching the little pins, you can, it'll tell you which keys are being pressed. So we're going to do this one now, so we'll keep continuing. I went ahead and fired up the keyboard, and you can see it's not perfect again, I mean, but this is my keyboard hack. Going to control player 1, player 2, coin, which is number 5. It's going to do flippers for virtual pinball. I think that's it. So, all right, we're going to continue on, but so this is my keyboard hack, and I mean, you just keep playing with all these little pins in here and just keep touching them and pressing them till you get whatever key you need, and you just solder them on. So this is mine. I just used Cat 5 cable. I had some old Cat 5 laying around, chopped it up, and did it that way. All right, we're gonna continue. All right, we're continuing with the keyboard hack. So I got all the wires soldered. I got buttons 1, 2, escape, enter, and then I have 2 buttons for pinball. So as you can see, it's not pretty. It's a messy job. It does take time. I mean, this probably took me about an hour to do, and I mean, finding out what goes to what letter and number and all that. But this part's done. So what I do after this is I put hot glue on all the soldering points just so they don't move around or get disconnected. Because I mean, I'm not a soldering expert, so I just want to make sure that everything stays in place and doesn't move. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it right here with some hot glue, and just put some of that on there like that. Just kind of get it on there real good, so over the soldering points, so it holds it in. You'll also notice, like on a lot of Chinese products, you'll see that they do this also. That's kind of how I learned it, and you know what? It does work. It won't come off unless you're really trying to force these wires to come off. But so this is what I'm doing. I'm just putting it all over on here. Should hold it in. Okay, so next thing is we're going to start connecting the controllers and everything, speakers, and so we're going to continue on. So today we're going to start assembling everything, putting everything back together. Right now it's all taken apart. So I went ahead and I added these 2 buttons here, which is escape, enter, and I added a middle button here, which is for the coin. This is button 5 right here. So this is number 5 for coin. This is the enter. This is the escape. Of course, there's player 1, player 2. Then we got flippers here for pinball on each side. All right, got the monitor mounted. So I just put in a 15-inch LCD monitor. If it was my preference, I would have loved to have a CRT monitor in here, but the thing's just too damn big and heavy to even fit in this thing. So we're going this route. Again, I'm trying to keep mine old school, original. You know, like as old school as I can get it. You know, like the arcades. What I'm gonna do for sound, I got this sound bar right here. It's just a USB one with a volume control. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount it under here. See, I drilled some holes behind the marquee in the little compartment here, and basically what this sound bar is gonna do, the speakers are gonna sit in there and mounted, and then I'm gonna bolt it down, and so those little holes that you see back there, the sound's gonna come out of there, which is over here in the front. And of course I'm gonna touch it up. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's way under here. So there's the holes right there for the sound, but you're not even gonna see that. I mean, it's gonna be way under there. So once everything's put together, it's not even gonna be noticeable. The only thing you're gonna notice is sound coming out from there. All right, so we're gonna continue. Okay, so I'm putting the sound bar right here through the. So it's gonna be sitting up here with the marquee. So basically, I have it face down right there, and then coming up here, you see the holes for the sound. Again, none of that's gonna be seen. I already did a sound test, and it sounds pretty good. So. Alright, just wanted to show y'all. So I mounted the speaker, and what I'm using is just glue, hot glue to hold it down. So you just run it across. Just kind of go across like this and kind of hold it in there. Kind of smooth it out. I mean, nobody's going to see any of this. This is behind the scenes. You know, so this is just user preference right here, but that's all I did. It's holding it in. I mean, it's really tight. It ain't coming off. If it does, it's gonna rip some wood off with it, but this is how I did it. Again, I'm doing mine from all these spare parts and things I had laying around. Well, I'm starting to wire up the controllers now. I got them all bolted in, got all the buttons in there. I got these USB encoders in here, and these are pretty easy. So the way I do it is when I am testing it is I use a game like I open up Mame, and I just use something like Street Fighter, and then I just basically start touching, pins, or you could, and just kind of see which button is doing it, because Street Fighter is kind of like the standard, see, and I just kind of press it, so I know that right there is the short kick. And so if you're familiar with all the Street Fighter button layouts, you can just configure this encoder, just each one. So right now it looks like it's laid out like this. So you got your short punch, medium punch, strong punch, and then short kick, medium kick, and strong kick. And so on the other side, on the player board, when you play Street Fighter, everybody should already know that one if you're into this hobby or playing video games. So you already know this is a short punch, medium punch, hard punch, short kick, medium kick, hard kick. So once you do all these and get this part, I mean, you pretty much got all the basics done. And everything else is just customized, if you whatever other buttons you're going to use with this encoder. So again, it looks like the first 6 buttons here on this encoder are for the punches and kicks. And then of course the one for the joystick is pretty easy. You just snap this ribbon in, and then it goes into here, and that's it. Alright, so I'll let you guys know how it comes out after. I'm wiring up the controllers. So I got all the wires in. I got them all on the encoders here. Actually, this is probably one of the easiest methods that I've done with using the encoder. I really don't know how it performs. I usually do the controller hack, where you basically take apart a controller and just solder and wire everything. And that does work. I know that works because I have some machines that have been up for almost 12 years now, 13 years, and never had an issue with them. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this wires up, and then we're gonna start putting it together. Okay, today's the day. I'm gonna go ahead and start plugging in all the controllers. Plugging in. Here's my USB hack. I know it looks like a big wired mess. It's all taped up, so but have everything labeled. So I'm gonna start wiring all the buttons in here. This should be today the final day of completing this project. Alright, so we're gonna continue. So we went ahead and put in the control panel, locked it in. Locked in with the hinges. And got all the wiring here, got all this stuff. Alright, it's coming together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put on the bezel. Here it is right here. Now this was just some spare plexiglass I had laying around, and I just cut it and painted the back. See the back here, I painted it. Just taped it with some painter's tape and just painted black. So it's going to go right here. I know it's kind of glare. You got to glare right now. It's hard to do this in videotape, but it's gonna go right here. So we're gonna continue. Okay, went ahead and mounted the bezel, so it's on there. It's real shiny. There's a lot of glare right now because it's morning time. I'm filming this, so the sun is hitting the side of the thing, so it's real bright. But it's coming together. All right, we're gonna continue. Here we go. Okay, so I'm using a for the PC, the CPU and all that. I'm using an old Lenovo I think it's a T60, T61 or something like that. I mean, it's got like a 2.4 processor. It's got like 2.5 gigs of RAM in it, 500 gig hard drive. It's got Windows 8.1 on it loaded right now. And what's cool about this one, I mean, it's old. I mean, it's an old laptop. I mean, you know, it's got the little square screen, but it can still, you know, it can still be upgraded and it works great. But what's neat about this one is it actually has a docking station. So that's why I thought about when I was getting this kit. You know, it was for this PC or this laptop. Probably gonna mount it maybe right here or behind the door. But right now I'm just gonna have it sit in here so I can just get it all configured and then I could start tying up all the wiring. So we're gonna continue now and then show you once it's done. Okay, so I went ahead and got all the wires and everything put in. I got everything wrapped. I'm using this Velcro ties to do it. So I'm using the Velcro ties right here to hold the wires together. This right here is going to be cleaned up a little bit more. I'm going to probably mount it up like that, keep it clean. Alright, so here's that speaker. Remember in one of the earlier videos I showed? So I have that glued in there. It's in there really good. So it's going here. It's USB powered. And here's the audio cable. So they're both coming down. Here's the T61 laptop. Okay, all the wires are connected here. Here's the power supply and everything's all taped up. Well, not taped up, all Velcroed, tied. Here's a power strip. With these cases, yes, the space gets filled up really quick. So yeah, you really have to plan, you know, and keep everything really compact and small. I thought I was gonna have plenty of room after I put this small T61 laptop in here, but dang, it's really cramped already in here. So far, I mean, it's all ready to go. We're gonna be plugging it in and turning it on now, and then I'll start showing you guys the front end of what front end I'm using and the configuration. So everything's all buttoned up, closed up now, so the moment has finally come where we're going to actually turn it on and try it out. I mean, there's a really bad glare right now, but as you can see, it came out pretty good. The painting, I didn't even put T-molding on it. It still looks good without it. It's all shiny. Got the buttons right here in the front. I just have it sitting on a chair right now. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so we powered it up. We'll see what happens. Not sure what's gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see if we get a screen or anything. Maybe not. Oh. Maybe I need to... Got everything all buttoned up. We're going to try to start it, turn it on. I haven't seen how it looks yet, so we're all going to see this right now for the first time. So, alright. Okay, we're getting ready to turn it on right now. Alright, just powered it on. So we'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. Looks like the screen came up. Alright. and I'm still going to do a lot of cleaning up on here. Again, it's running Windows 8.1. We'll talk about the front end a little bit earlier. It's actually running. This one is running Maximus Arcade. And we'll get into details about that in a little bit. But so far it's coming up. We've got the window screen there, and it should load right into the front end. All right, it's coming on. Oh, there we go. Yay, woo! Ooh, it loaded. Wow. Okay. So you pick all the games. And this is the first time we're seeing it all put together doing this. So, looks good. So let's start off with some Mame. Let's see, what should we play? Yeah, let's try some Pac-Man or something. So we got all kinds of games here. Let's see, where the heck is Pac-Man? We'll find it in here somewhere. There we go. Let's do Pac-Man, the midway version. Oops, there we go. It's loading. And I got with me Angela D.
Yay!
Famous YouTuber. That's my daughter, Angela. Alright, so we're going to try Pac-Man. So we're going to do the number 5 button. Oh, it works. Alright, and then we're going to press one player. Ooh, and it loads. Alright, so then to get out of the game, you just press escape. Remember the escape button I configured? So I press that and it comes out of the emulator. Yep, and he came out of there. Woo! Alright, we're gonna... To change games, I configured this button to do it, but let's see if it works. Oh, and it does. Alright, let's try some Daphne. I haven't played this one in a long time now. One of my favorite games of all time is Dragon's Lair. I am an 80s kid, so... I mean, I'm actually born in the 70s, but my gaming was all in the 80s. So we're going to load up Dragon's Lair. Now this one takes a little bit to load. Alright, still loading. Of course, you see the glare. There's Angela D there in the glare. She's a video game. Alright, so Dragon's Lair is loading. Ooh.
Dragon's Lair.
It actually works. Woohoo! Alright, so on this one right here, again, you add coins. And then press player 1. And it's playing. Oop, I messed up. So, anyways, we hit escape. Get back out. Alright, so if we want to change systems, we go here. Try a different game. Got ColecoVision, Genesis, TurboGrafx, Nintendo. Ooh, now this is one right now that everybody is kind of being going out and buying these NES systems. Well, I got it right here, and I don't have to go buy one of those systems. And I got everything, not just 30 games. So we're gonna try, of course, Super Mario. Let's see. I don't know what button it is to play. Oops, I think I hit the wrong button. Well, anyways, let's see. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. Found the right button. Oh, there we go. Oop. Cool. Oop. Okay, so we'll show more videos later, but so far it looks like it's all together. Yay!
No, you need to. Ah! Wait, can I get another flower thing from there? Ooh! Fine.
So the arcade front end that I decided to use was Maximus Arcade. I chose Maximus Arcade because it's very easy to configure. It pretty much has all the emulators in there already, so it makes it really easy to just point it to the executable and it detects the ROMs. I highly recommend it. For more advanced users, of course, Hyperspin is the way to go too, but that's just a whole project in itself if you want to get into a Hyperspin themed arcade system. So anyways, so this is mine, this Maximus Arcade. I mean, I got a few emulators in here, Neo Geo TurboGrafx, Nintendo 64, the classic Nintendo, Mame, of course. So if I click on here, I can go through all the games, and a lot of them in here. So let's see, you can go like this, scroll through them really fast. So let's look for some, how about some Pac-Man? Let's see if we can find Pac-Man in here somewhere. Pac-Man, let's do that one. Alright, so it loads up. There we go, it's loading Pac-Man. Alright, put in some, so let's press the coin. Right here is coin. Press one player. Just escape. Alright, so we're back to the emulator. So I can change emulators and go into the next one. Here's a really neat one right here, Visual Pinball. So let's start this one up. So this one has a lot of cool games in here. So let's try Blackout. Takes a little bit to load. Alright, so here's a Blackout. So on this one here, again, just put coins in. And then hit one player. See, and then here's the flippers on the side right here. See? Same thing for the other side.